Welcome to College Talk with Yashi. Today we have Rohan Jain. रोहन की जर्नी काफ़ी अनकन्वेंशनल है in terms of his academics. Let's hear it from him. So Rohan, you are pursuing music. How did you start it? When you have started? How was your journey? How was your journey of high school? If you can elaborate everything.
So I started at 13. I started learning guitar at the age of 13, and it was a self-developed interest. Ek din pakad liya, I just grew from there. And schooling, I was in 8th grade when I started playing music, and within a year I sort of knew that this is the direction I want to go in, and फिर just worked on there. And 9th within the first 2 weeks I knew schooling wasn't for me, so I decided to drop out. I mean, I wanted to, but then I had to convince my mom.
Let me add here. He decided to drop out in spite of he was doing academically brilliantly in school.
Yeah.
Continue. Yeah.
Anyways, I decided to drop out of school, and I mean that was, I won't say was the most sorted decision. It had its fair share of hiccups, and eventually you go back and forth with decisions like those. So I won't say it was the best decision, but it worked out in my favor. And eventually music ke liye, I just spent more and more time doing music. And one day I met Yashi ma'am, and she told me about UK and wahan jaane ka scope. And so from there the university wala journey began. And now I'm in London, University of Westminster, studying music, production, performance and business. So yeah.
What were the challenges you faced when you decided to take this unconventional route of not pursuing full-fledged high school? You did it from open school. What do you think, what was the drawback, or how society treated, how your parents reacted to this, if you can share more?
So my mom was pretty chill with it. In fact, way more chill with it than I was. So she was all happy about it. But biggest drawbacks about open schooling or dropping out would be your social life takes a hit, like massive hit. It was zero for a good while. And uske alawa, it's important to get exposure, like whatever that means, just social circle, ya fir career-wise. School, when you're in school, you're just meeting different people, you're talking about different things. That didn't happen. So, but I was taking music classes, I was talking to mentors. So that kept me going, but the biggest drawback would be social life. So,
do you think it is feasible for any music aspirant to continue formal schooling and pursue music interest?
Really subjective, honestly. It worked out for me because I didn't see the point in schooling, but I feel like it's a very personal decision. So I can't say it's a black and white thing.
And when you see now you are in university, you must be having many others, applicants from all over the world. Do you think they all were a part of a formal education, or majority of them took an unconventional route to pursue this journey?
I mean, so I'm in the creative campus, so I was only exposed to, for the most part, I was only exposed to people in similar industries. And wahan pe there's no, kahin se bhi aa raha hai koi bhi. So there was this girl who was studying law, started to do music later on, and there's no age. So there was this guy in my course who was 26, first year, and had 2 kids. Decide to switch to music after some time. So there's no requirements as such. I feel like most people who enter into these industries, they're done with what they thought they had to do, and they're just pursuing what they want to do.
So when you decided to apply to abroad colleges, I'm assuming you must have met many people to take up this as your major. What was your experience when you started talking to people, started working on your application?
With counselors, you're saying?
Anybody, counselor or whosoever. Do you see a gap in terms of mentoring for these programs?
Yeah, for sure. Like in my experience, I went to about 2, 3 counselors, and it's not as much counseling as it is like they're pitching certain courses. Yeah, they're like, okay, this is what will make you money. Or these are the next uh, jobs. Like these are the required or the desired jobs of the coming future. They don't really look into, in my experience, they don't really look into what the kid is interested in, या फिर personality कैसी है. They don't dive deep. So yeah, I would say there's a pretty big gap with creative counseling.
Do you think it is feasible to pursue the kind of program you are pursuing in UK, in India? Do you think it's feasible to pursue undergrad in India with, and you feel that maybe we have similar kind of resources?
I don't know about other courses. With mine specifically, I feel like it's not feasible here. So it had business, production, both of those aspects, like they dive pretty deep in the university. I doubt यहाँ पे, and I searched for it also. There aren't a lot of courses, and if there are, they're like short courses, like crash courses. So it's not a degree they're giving you.
If you can go back, will you choose the same course?
Yeah, for sure.
And what all resources you feel you have in college right now? How you are gearing up for, pursuing this undergrad program, and then this is eventually translating to a good income? What do you think? How you are preparing yourself for that?
Oh, I'll have to break that question down, yaar. So, biggest advantage of being in uni abroad are like the facilities, at least for me, because the access to the kind of equipment, the resources we have over there, I wouldn't get that here. And when I talk about income, that is one other thing. Creative industries may like they really try to push the concept of entrepreneurship because you are building your income around a niche you're doing. It's not you'll get a specific package, itne ka stipend lag jayega after completing your degree. There are a lot of people who complete their degree and are still not doing anything. So degree doesn't guarantee anything. It's creative fields just work different. You can be in the creative industry without having a degree also. So it's just about exposure and experience.
Do you think this undergrad program is adding value in your learning? Do you see that maybe after a few years it will be an edge to what you are doing?
I can see it giving an edge to me now based on what I'm doing. Future ka, like, I don't know.
Do you recommend formal degree, or do you recommend something to practice and learn from various resources and not go for a formal degree in typical creative segment?
Honestly, look at the program. If it's better ki you go for like a short program or a crash course compared to a uni degree. It's all about value. So wherever you can extract the maximum value, because eventually that's how you'll gain income. Like how much value you can provide to the industry, that's how much you'll get back in terms of money.
What made you choose UK over any other destination?
I mean, it had the course I was looking for. I mean, I didn't want to pick between the business side and the creative side, and this course allowed both. And US tends to be a bit expensive compared to UK when it comes to undergrad, and sometimes it's not worth it to spend that much amount of money.
Any specific advice you would like to give it to students? Those are typically in grade 9, 10th, 11th, 12th, maybe wants to pursue a same territory what you have followed.
I will say gain as much exposure as possible. The more experience you have, the better prepared you will be for whatever is going to come your way, whether it's projects or because you will constantly be in situations where you'll have to put yourself out there or your work out there, and you need to be very well equipped to handle all that.
How about identifying training centers or coaches in India. When you are in, say, high school, you have academic load, and you want to pursue and identify whether this is the right choice, or you may want to just explore. Do you think joining small academies makes sense, or how do they gear up for the music career?
So most institutes here, they will just be giving you skill. So whatever it is you want to learn, you just go to an institute for that. And I guess for public reviews and based on mutuals, whoever has gone there, if you know anyone who's gone there, you take reviews. But it all comes down to your mentor at the end of the day, who's teaching you. Because it could be a shitty school, but with one great teacher, and if you have that teacher, you're sorted. Or it could be like a very good school, but with shitty teachers, and you're not going to get any value. So it's a bit of a hit and miss. That's one thing that's just, I can say for the creative industry across the board, there is a factor of luck, and it's hit and miss. But I will say it's like, if you have the entrepreneurship wala mindset, you can make it work. But the worst part would be to look at it from a job, yeah, for a corporate angle.
And what is your advice? What is the right age to start exploring what you like?
Oh, as
keeping
early
music
as,
in mind.
as early as possible. Like I wish I started when I was a kid, like 3-4 years.
Any specific instruments to pick first?
No, anything.
So maybe parents can put them into various classes if they feel that a child has a neck towards music.
Yeah.
Various instrument learning classes, and gradually identify what they like and what they can do.
I won't say put in multiple at first. Just throw them in one class and make them stick with it. Because learning creative things, or learning anything in fact, there's an emotional barrier before you actually get to it. It's like, I'm not good at it, I'm not getting good at it. So you have to stick through that. And then once you actually get good at it, you get more interested eventually. So I've seen a lot of people quit, या फिर a lot of people start music because it's cool. So unke liye it's just not meant for them.
Any specific instrument which is hard to learn may not be right for somebody who is in, say, early age, like 4, 5, 6, 7?
No, nothing else.
Any instrument can be.
Yeah, it's just whatever you. I know some people who could play. So just generally, there's this thing ki violin and drums are the hardest instrument.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, but some people pick them up before they can start playing guitar or piano, because I don't know. It's some of it is genetic, I guess. You just are inclined to play some things more than others, and you get good at other stuff, which is supposed to be harder.
So how you are trying to excel in whatever you are doing presently? I understand there's a course which you are pursuing, but what else you are doing?
So abhi the Indian indie music market is blowing up, and I made some friends in my first year over there who are also trying to aim in that industry. And so after like spending time with them, talking to them, I also, like, my trajectory became clear in my head. I won't say clear, but it got way more sorted than it was. So now I'm like making music, trying to aim for the Indian music market, the indie music market. And that's the plan. I'm going to release a song in a month and then see where it goes from there.
So good, I have taken your video before
Yes.
I have to be in queue to take autograph. Thank you, Rohan. Thank you for coming over.
You're most welcome.
Bye.